Hey you guys, Neophyte Reviews and News coming back at you, and with this short, I'd like to briefly talk about the MCU villains. That includes the ones that have been only around long enough for one film, and those who are still around. We all know that the MCU hasn't necessarily had the greatest track record with its villains, with the exception of Thanos, Loki, and Killmonger, among others, but we have seen that the MCU is definitely looking to redeem themselves. Here are four villains that I think can be brought back and be used properly in future films. First, we have Justin Hammer, played by Sam Rockwell. Out of the four, he seems to be the most likely to return, and it is thought that he will be making his return in Thunderbolts. I could also see him returning in Armor Wars if he doesn't show up in Thunderbolts. Although his performance was great in Iron Man 2, he was lost in the shuffle due to the amount of storylines the Iron Man sequel tried to tackle. Next, we have Ultron, who was voiced by James Spader. Age of Ultron to many critics felt like the Day of Ultron, which is why many people disliked the Avengers sequel. However, I believe that Ultron could be brought back at some point and be used as an imposing threat to the MCU's newest heroes. Could we see him make a comeback in Armor Wars as well? Out of the four villains, I personally would love to see Red Skull make his return and face off against Captain America, even though the chance to see him face off against Steve Rogers seems like a lost cause at this point. His first appearance in Captain America the First Avenger was a bit lackluster as him and Cap only had one fight, not including the chase on the bridge at the Hydra facility. I literally cheered when he made his return as Stonekeeper in Infinity War, but will we ever see him again as the Red Skull? Lastly, we have Earth 616 Mordo, played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, who we last saw in the first Doctor Strange film. Even though he was killed off by the Scarlet Witch in a deleted scene for Multiverse of Madness, he is technically still alive. Could he be brought back for the third Doctor Strange film, or could we see him reappearing in Agatha Covenant of Harkness, continuing to rid the world of sorcerers?